I'm not, I mean, my problem is I'm not inclined to change it, but
Will you change the tether?
if you say that you can post, I'm just concerned, are we going to get her back? That's my issue because I don't know what's going to happen in Shelby Township. I mean, is there a plea up there? Do you know?
No, I don't.
All right, look, I'm not going to, on this one, I'm not going to stab around in the dark trying to figure out what's where and what it is. Somebody has to let me know what those other warrants are. I'm not necessarily opposed to the um, tether, but I'd like some assurance that we're going to get her back.
Would you at least consider a silver link?
That's what I just said, Mr. Brown. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm not going to do that now.
Nicole Henderson.
All right.
Your Honor, may I address bond?
Well, what are we doing on the case?
I'm requesting an adjournment for a referral potentially to a sobriety court here in Washtenaw County.
Go ahead, you can address now.
I have, first of all, information that she has written that I'd like to share with the court, if I might approach.
Have the people seen?
Yes.
Yes, you should.
Yeah.
I gave them both. That's why I had you print it up. I had to give.
Go ahead, I can read and you can talk.
Yes, Your Honor. My client's mother is present in court. If she were released, she would reside with her mother and her 4-year-old daughter on Maple Lawn in Ypsilanti. She is employed by General Motors, and General Motors has an employee program where she can participate in programming. She needs to get out to get an assessment. Currently, I think her bond conditions are $50,000. I'm unsure if there's a 10% privilege. However, you also really, yes, I'm asking the court to release her so that she can get an alcohol assessment and begin the process of being screened for sobriety, Your Honor.
Mr. Cook.
Your Honor, all concerns that the people stated at the last hearing, I still have. I told Mr. Brown that this is not a situation where I would be agreeing to reduce the bond in this case. I wanted to get into recovery. I wanted to get into sobriety court. I don't know if I can trust her at this point to be released on her own in order to get that done. I think she would need to get screened and get something in place first.
She has to get out to get screened, not to interrupt counsel, Your Honor.
You want it?
She needs to get out to get screened for sobriety court. She needs an alcohol screening and assessment.
Well, which sobriety court though?
Well,
Are we talking? Because
she has a Washtenaw County residence. She would have been in Ypsilanti on Maplewood with her mother.
I think they will screen in jail.
I'm not aware that Mr. Statman, that's the screener that the court generally uses.
Well, somebody's going to have to, we're going to have to find another way to do it because with everything that has happened with this defendant, I'm not inclined to release her until there's a clear plan in mind of where this is headed.
Understood.
We had.
She has presented to the court in writing an action plan for at least an IOP, but through her an employer at General Motors. But again, we need the assessment and to get her out.
I hear that, but we're going to have to find another way to get her assessed, at least preliminarily, and start that process. I can't let this defendant out. She had a prior. She has a 0.235 alleged on this case, and she had another one that's pending she has one that's pending in Wayne County, I do believe, and then this one, and she has a prior. I mean, and she's all over the place. I mean, her alcohol levels are not low. Say what you want, damn.
I saw that you wanted me to be released on a scram tether, or I could have made bail with that, but they said the tether people aren't gonna give me a tether because of my hold. So I was asking I talked to my attorney
Because of which hold?
because Shelby County, or I don't know. They didn't say. They just said that they wouldn't give me a tether if I have holds. But I was asking if we can get released on the sober link or the scram tether. It's the GPS tether that I can't make bail with.
Your Honor, relating to the holds, I am seeing there are numerous out-of-county holds for.
And they're just not gonna tether her with that. But you can post the cash component?
Yeah. My mom talked to a bail bonds.
Your Honor, she has a bond denied of Shelby as well as a 2010% for OWI out of Clinton, among other holds. I'm not sure if they're gonna pick her up on those or not. But she does have, by my count, 7 out-of-county.
Hey, traffic. Most of those are.
So she's got a no bond on one of them.
Correct, that's for malicious destruction of property.
Okay.
2010% on an OWI. It looks like there's, I would say 4 traffic holds for like no proof of insurance or DWLS, things that I don't think she should get picked up on.
Right.
And then a $500 hold for something it said NVOP. Frankly, I don't know what that stands for.
My problem is I'm not inclined to change it, but
Will you change the tether?
if you say that you can post, I'm just concerned, are we gonna get her back? That's my issue. Because I don't know what's gonna happen in Shelby Township. I mean, can we see, or does anybody know, is that like a post conviction? So she pled and then that's a probation violation, or what is that?
I don't know. The information that I have just says Garden City Police Department bond 500 for NVOP.
Okay, that's that one. But then the one, there's the other one that's the bond denied.
Correct. That's for, I only have that shows as bond denied for malicious destruction of property. It does not give me the value or the severity of the offense, and just says Shelby Township Police Department. I can try looking at court records to see if they have anything, but that might take me a second.
Yeah, no, that. Was there a plea up there? Do you know?
No, I don't.
Right, look. I'm not gonna, on this one, I'm not gonna stab around in the dark trying to figure out what's where and what it is. Somebody has to let me know what those other warrants are. I'm not necessarily opposed to the tether, but I'd like some assurance that we're gonna get her back.
Would you at least consider a solar link?
That's what I just said, Mr. Brown. I'm not opposed to that, but I'm not gonna do that now.
Okay.
I need to know what those other things are.
I don't have lien.
So I'm going to adjourn it to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. If you get information before then that the court can look at, I don't have a problem looking at it, but I'm not going to sit here today and run and see what it really has.
May I approach and get the paperwork? Understood. Thank you.
Court calls the case, People versus John Frederick Jackson II.
Township.
Edward Lucas on behalf of John Jackson II.
He's not checked in.
Waiting for an updated contact number for Mr. Jackson.
Okay. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000. I'll give it 10% privilege. Warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case, People versus Kawanda K. Thomas.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook.
And Assistant Public Defendant Nick Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Thomas, who is now approaching. Can you please state your name for the record, Ms. Thomas?
Kiwana Quay, Cynthia Rose Thomas.
At this time, Your Honor, I would be requesting an adjournment in this matter. I am trying to work with my other members of my office in trying to reach a global resolution in this matter. I do know she has another court date. I was trying to look at the date in Odyssey. I believe you said it was adjourned about 1 month out, correct?
Yes.
But I could not find the exact court date in Odyssey for the adjournment.
But you need something after that?
I would ask for something after closer to that court date, yes. So
Well, as far as I'm willing to go out on this, the 15th of July, 2026, 9 a.m.
yes.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the. They're confusing. Court calls the case of People versus Devon Julia Martinez.
Parents or on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nick Buckovich on behalf of Ms. Martinez, in case number ends in 0620.
And Edward Lucas on behalf of Devin Julia. Martinez,
I'm shocked.
108.
Refusing to come up.
Don't be shocked, Your Honor.
What? Don't be shocked.
I spoke with her yesterday. The idea was we were adjourning this case because there's a global that's sort of pending with her matters up in circuit court. She got court on Monday. It may take a little bit of time for those to come to a sentencing date. So I'd be asking to adjourn a few weeks in these cases because I think they will eventually be dismissed.
No.
Yes.
That's correct.
Now I was going to file the request of.
I'll adjourn July 15th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Have a great day.
For sure. Court does call the case. People versus Ryan Brown.
Parents or on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Pretty quick for the people in the file ending in 1823.
Good morning, Your Honor. Christina Saxon for Mr. Brown, a case ending in 0610.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Brown in the other matter.
You did?
Yes, hello, Ryan Brown. I'm sorry. I thought you needed to tell me to say my name.
All right. Hold on. What's your name again?
Ryan Brown.
Okay, there he is. All right. What are we doing?
In the township. And maybe I'll make these dismiss things. That's 041.
Any objection? Hearing no objection, the case is dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Your Honor, I requested adjournment.
Saxon, you show up and get it dismissed? You know, you don't come down. No, I'm not talking. All right. No, not talking to me. Told you. Go ahead, Ms. Swan.
In my case, I'm requesting an adjournment. There's an offer that I like to.
Adjourn the matter to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Bond continued. Court calls case People versus Michelle Knoll.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Matthew Mansour, appearing on behalf of Miss Michelle Knoll, who appears via Zoom. Michelle, can you please state your name?
Michelle Knoll.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is our first pretrial. We got an offer this morning. I think it's a good one. I think we can resolve this in a couple weeks, if possible. If we can get an adjournment, please.
July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m.
Just to make sure that assuming that we do resolve with the plea, part of that's going to include a sentence agreement. I know the court typically does not accept sentence agreements. If the parties were to prepare a sentencing memorandum in advance of that plea, would the court want that to consider before taking?
Yes. You guys are trying to get me to Cobb's, but I'm not going to do it. I'll read it. Still not agreeing.
What am I asking?
All right. Mansour knows that, but that's okay. I see you guys trying to work around what I do. I see you guys trying to work around what I do. That's okay. I got a long memory.
We know.
Ms. Knoll, don't worry about it. You're good. They're not.
Okay. Thank you.
You're okay. All right. Bond will continue. See you in a couple weeks.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls cases of People versus Malcolm Hanks.
Morning, Your Honor.
Mr. Hanks is a township case.
Not Raymond Cook for the people.
Parents or on behalf of the township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Buckovich on behalf of Mr. Hanks.
Your name, sir? Malcolm Hanks. Thank you.
At this time, Your Honor, I'll be just requesting a brief adjournment to have a little bit more time to discuss this case with my client.
During these matters, July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. You're gonna do that over Zoom? Pardon?
You can always come in person if you want to, Mr. Hayes, but we always give you Zoom permission as well.
Okay, Zoom.
So you can do either or.
Okay, thank you. Court calls the cases of the people versus Darrell Green.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people on the file number 0249.
Henry Silver on behalf of Township in case 0216.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Green, Your Honor.
Green, can you state your name?
Daryl Green, Your Honor.
Oh, there he is. Okay, gotcha.
Your Honor, I'd ask the court to set final settlement and jury selection date.
If I may address bond winning.
Yes. Jury final settlement conference, August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, August 10th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those are in person. As to bond.
Your Honor, I would ask the court to make a GPS tracking tether a condition of the defendant's bond on this case. I recently authorized 2 new cases against this defendant, 1 felony retail fraud in the first degree and 1 misdemeanor false pretense less than 200. These cases, or the new cases, both predate when he was arraigned on this case, so they're not bond violations, but I have concerns because in the report for the felony retail fraud where the defendant is alleged to have stolen a necklace worth about $9,000, it indicates that he tried to pawn that off in Detroit and was implicated in some other larceny or theft related offenses out of Southfield, Detroit, and Troy. I have concerns given the numerous areas where these conducts are alleged to be taking place that the defendant may be continuing to violate or to engage in this conduct while on bond. I think a tracking tether would be useful in preventing that conduct from occurring while he's on bond.
Did I hear they predate the incident offense?
That is correct. They predate when he was arraigned on this offense, so they are not bond violations.
Any response?
No, not at this time.
Defendant to report to community corrections for placement on the GPS tracking list.
Do we have arraignment dates for the new charges?
I don't believe they've been sworn to yet. I authorized one of them over this past weekend, and one of them just the misdemeanor was only just this morning. So I will email the officers in order to get them sworn to as soon as possible, but they have not been set or agreement yet.
All right. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Court calls case versus Archie Minor. 2
Henry
cases.
Silver, yeah.
Ron
177.
Brown appearing on behalf of Archie Minor.
Tim.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Minor,
Yes,
state your
I'm
name.
Archie Minor.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment in these matters.
Without objection, these matters will be adjourned to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. Thank you. Court calls the case People versus Shalitha Keith.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Keith.
Shalitha Keith,
Yeah, hello.
hello. I'll need you to turn on the camera.
Yes, hello.
Okay, thank you. Have before me
You're
a plea
welcome.
form indicating that the defendant will be entering a plea of guilty to the charge of retail fraud 3rd degree, the 93-day offense. Upon her successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding of the agreement.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Can you stop?
Ma'am, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do.
All right. State your name for the record.
Shalita Keith.
Ma'am, it is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the third degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. The fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $500, that would be the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
All right. Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, I do.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Now you understand that by pleading guilty, you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes, I do.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes, I did.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Hang on a second. Please look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, I do.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, I'm not.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record to get you to plead?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, I am.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty?
Yes.
On January 4th, 2026, at the location of 2000 Waters Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, what do you do at the Target store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I proceeded to take something that I did not purchase.
All right. You walked into the store, took items that they had offered for sale and tried to walk out without paying for them?
That is correct.
All right. You didn't have anybody's permission to do that, did you?
No, I did not.
And at the time you did this, the store was open to the public?
Yes, it was.
All right. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rule, that you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea and the court would not be bound by any sentence evaluation or recommendation. You understand that?
Yes, I do.
Counsel, are you aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from the people?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Defendant is referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be July 22nd, 2026, 9 a.m.
Your Honor,
Bond continued.
are you referring her to probation on breakout room?
Yes, we said.
Okay.
Ma'am, you need to wait. I'm going to put you in with probation intake so that the probation process can start.
Okay, thank you.
We'll put you into a breakout room. Court's going to stand in very brief recess. See how they.
All right.
Okay. Let's go there.
Okay. Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Yes, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Moyer, who should be appearing via Zoom.
Yes,
State your name, please.
Sean Moyer.
Thank you.
I'll be requesting a adjournment, Your Honor. Me and Mr. Cook are working very diligently toward the resolution. However, we're trying.
Go ahead.
I apologize, Your Honor.
It's not your fault. Somebody was doing something. Go ahead.
Me and Mr. Cook are working very diligently toward the resolution. It's just we're trying to cover all aspects of any issues that may arise with the resolution, including like potential survivability in driving. So it's just a complicated resolution to come to.
Got it. July 1, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls case People versus Gracious Phillips.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook with the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Phillips, who should be appearing via Zoom.
Hello,
Ma'am,
good
state your
morning.
name.
Gracious Phillips.
Thank you.
I'll be requesting an adjournment, Your Honor. We are in speaking to Mr. Cook, and I know we have to reach out to Mr. Dowd about potential resolution in this matter.
July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Craig Rosecrans.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Rosecrans.
Craig Rosecrans. Mr. Rosecrans, you'll have to unmute if you can. He's having. I'll pass it. He's having some type of difficulty because I can hear him, but his mute in label is not going on. So I'll pass that one. Court calls the case of the People versus Zachariah Haruska Dennis.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Steel Township.
Your Honor.
He's refusing. All right. He's refusing to come up. I'll just adjourn him out to July 2026, 9 a.m.
It's July 15th. Your Honor.
Yes.
Ron brought up on behalf of now with
Court calls case People versus Serenity Thomas.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Thomas, who should be appearing via Zoom.
Ms. Thomas, can you state your name?
Serenity Thomas.
Okay.
Ms. Thomas recently gained employment, so we are asking for an adjournment to allow her to work on paying off some tickets so we can work to the resolution in this matter.
I'll adjourn it to July 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, Ms. Thomas.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Jalen Washington.
Good morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron brought up on behalf of Washington. Mr. Washington, you introduce yourself?
Unmute, Mr. Washington.
Jalen Washington.
All right.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment,
Hey,
final settlement and jury.
jury final settlement conference, August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, August 10th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Round continued. Court calls case of the People versus Mingman Zhu.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
I'm proud of on behalf of my client.
Ma'am, state your name.
Ming Ming Zhu.
Set final settlement jury selection, please.
Jury final settlement conference, August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, August 10th, 2026, 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you.
Bond will continue. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Court calls case People versus Richard Larson. Is it Asplund?
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Your name, sir?
Richard Larson Asplund.
So you are before the court on a misdemeanor complaint that alleges that on or about the date of May 16, 2026, at the location of 2153 Arbor Circle West, apartment 207, that you did commit an assault and or assault and battery upon a Karen Joan Asplund. Do you understand the nature of that charge, sir?
I understand.
That's a misdemeanor, punishable by up to 93 days in jail, $500 fine plus court costs. You understand those penalties?
I understand.
All right. First question I have for you, sir, is do you want to be represented by counsel?
Yes.
All right, this is a public defender case.
Yes, Your Honor. Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Richard Asplund. At this time, Your Honor, as it relates to the formal charges, we will waive any additional reading and be standing mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute, court will enter a not guilty plea. You need this adjourned.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pretrial in this matter will be adjourned to July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. As to bond.
As to bond, Your Honor, I'll be requesting a personal reconnaissance bond in this matter.
Your Honor, I'll be requesting a no contact order with the named victim as well as a sober link device. The report does indicate that alcohol was involved during this assault. My understanding that the named victim is the sister of the defendant. They were living together, but I think they were in the process of moving out. So I don't know if a no go to is necessary at this time because of the moving of the address. I have no objection to the art sentence.
All right. I'll set the defendant's bond at a $5,000 personal recognizance bond. All other standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons or ammunition. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
I'll also order no possession or consumption of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drug. You understand that, sir?
Yes.
Do you need to have contact with this individual?
Absolutely not.
Okay. So I'm going to order no contact with Karen Joan Asplund. Okay. Prosecutors indicated that there's might have been a move out situation at some point. Are you still residing? The address we have for you is the Arbor Circle address. Is that still your address, sir?
No.
No. All right. You'll need to make sure to update your address with the clerk's office up front. Do you know if this individual is residing at that address? Do you know?
Do I know?
Yeah.
But she is not.
I'm sorry. Go say that again for me.
No, she is not.
She's not. Okay, then I'm not going to issue a no-go to. All right. I will order the defendant to report to community corrections for placement on a sober link testing device. All right. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls case, People versus Ezra Yoder.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Arabian pre-trial. I checked it.
Ezra Yoder. Okay. The previous bench warrant in this case, we reissued the notice because there was a problem with the previous notice. Defendant not appearing now, bench warrant will issue $5,000, 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately. Court calls case, People versus Deshauna Andrews.
Henry Silver on behalf of the township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Andrews.
Not checked.
Deshauna Andrews. No response. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond $5,000, 10%. Warrant will issue immediately. Court calls the case of the People versus Latanya Barney.
Henry Silver on behalf of Kingsfield Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Barney.
There she is. Hello, what's your name?
Hello, Latanya Barney.
Thank you. What are we doing?
I'm requesting an adjournment so that she can work on her SOS appeal process.
I'll adjourn the matter July 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Court calls case, People versus Christina Bowling.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Christina Bowling.
Thank you.
Right here.
Your name, ma'am?
Christina Bowling.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment. She needs to take the road test. As we
Does?
Yes.
Pass the written test?
Yes, I already passed the written test. I've already had my license, but I got to retake a road test. So,
Hmm. Are you gonna pass it?
of course,
Think so?
of course.
So you already know how to drive.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if you come back and you didn't pass the road test, you know what? They're gonna laugh. I'm not. Do you know how to parallel park?
Of course.
Something you'll never have to use. But
Crazy.
okay, how long is it gonna take you to take the road test?
I just got to set an appointment. So, I would say we talked about a month, maybe like, to get it all set up and done. Give or take.
You think she's gonna pass? Yeah. No, I've got confidence in you too.
Thanks.
All right. July 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. And I do wish you all the best on that test. All right.
Thank you.
Let us know where it's happening in case you go wild.
Hey, Judge, sorry to interrupt. Was I caught yet?
Court calls the case, People versus Samuel Carson.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Carson.
Samuel Carson. No response. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $5,000. Second, I have good initials. $5,000, 10%. That warrant will issue immediately. Court does call the case, People versus Timothy Case.
Conrad Solar on behalf of Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Case, Your Honor.
Your name?
Timothy Case.
I have a plea for him that he's going to plead to an added count 2 of allowing an eligible driver to operate a motor vehicle. The 90-day misdemeanor. On a successful plea to that charge, count 1 would be dismissed. That's the court's full understanding.
That's correct.
Correct, Your Honor.
May I have sworn?
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear and affirm the testimony you're about to give to the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
State your name for record.
Timothy Case.
Sir, it is the court's understanding. We're going to be pleading guilty to the charge of allowing an eligible driver to operate a motor vehicle. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 90 days in jail, $100 fine plus court cost. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, sir.
Still wish to plead guilty
Yes, sir.
to that charge? How do you plead?
Guilty.
And you understand by pleading guilty that you'll not have a trial of any kind.
Yes.
You signed an advice of rights form, is that correct?
Yes.
Any question regarding any of those rights?
No.
Look at paragraph 5. Those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand by pleading guilty, you'll be giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, I do.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, I do.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, I am.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today on the record?
No.
Anybody threaten you or coerce you?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily?
Sir.
Of your own free will?
Yes.
And because you believe you're guilty?
Yes.
All right, let's see. On April 30th, 2026, at the location of Carpenter Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, do you have custody or control of a motor vehicle?
Yes, I did.
To allow someone who was otherwise ineligible, maybe inclusive of yourself, to operate that motor vehicle?
I let myself drive.
You were at that time ineligible?
Yes.
So the answer to my question is yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Counsel, have I complied with the court rule and would it be proper to accept this defendant's plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will accept the defendant's plea to count 2. Count 1 is dismissed. Sir, anything you or your attorney want to say before I impose sentence?
No.
Fines and costs of $250 and I'll suspend 90 days in jail. When can you get that paid?
I can pay it today.
Hey. All right. Thank you. Pay that today out at the counter and you're all set, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Sit. Yes, sir.
Okay. Court calls the case. People versus Caitlin Davidson.
Conrad Silver on behalf of Pittsfield Township.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of my client, Your Honor.
Caitlin Davidson.
Yes. Caitlin Davidson, sorry, I'm at work.
All right. She's got two, these 2 are set and then she's got an arraignment.
It's not an arraignment, it is bench walk to a prelim.
Okay. It's a prelim. It was. Okay, there's a problem. I've got these 2 cases that she has here, but I also have a failure to appear or on a prelim. And you know how I feel about that.
Could I start?
I don't know if you're gonna make it worse.
She needs to be here.
Judge says you need to be here so that you can get arraigned on the warrant for your non-appearance at a preliminary examination.
I'm aware. My lawyer, I contacted my lawyer on it and we tried to do it last week. But when I went up to the courthouse, he told me that I would have to do it next Wednesday because they only do it on Wednesdays because he's stuck in the courthouse. I've been trying to do it. I did several warrant recalls.
I didn't tell you that.
No, I was talking my court on the other case he's talking about that I was failed to appear on.
Did we conflict off that case, Your Honor? The felony?
She's okay. It's Mr. Burgess that represents her on that, but
so until you address this warrant, obviously it still exists, ma'am.
I understand. I was coming to address it on Wednesday.
Do you have Mr. Burgess' number?
I do. I just was in contact with him. And he rescheduled it for this Wednesday. Well, not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday. Not like today. Because I told him I had court with you. And he told me to make it, we're going to do it next Wednesday. The walk-in warrant. Because he'll be with me, so they won't take me to jail.
Just hope you don't come in contact with police before that.
I haven't, I won't. I actually got put on probation in Wayne County, so I can't be in contact with any police.
what am I doing on the other cases?
Adjourn or set final settlement if we run out of time.
Yeah.
Fine.
Jury final settlement conference, August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, August 10th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
And her boss that skills.
Yeah, sure.
She's gonna have to get herself in. Gonna do anything with it. She's not here.
I'm
Good luck,
sorry.
Miss.
I'm not gonna do anything with it. You gotta go get yourself arraigned on the bench warrant because it's failure to appear at a PE and I require people in person.
Alrighty, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, my God. Court calls case People versus Diamond Ford.
Aaron Solar on behalf of the school township.
Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Ford.
Ms. Ford, state your name, please.
Diamond Ford.
Thank you.
I'll be requesting a adjournment now. I was unable to make contact with my clients this week.
Doing it July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. Oh, no.
What produced?
You know what? I was having a good day. And then, no, you messed the whole thing up. Court calls case People versus Zane Franklin.
Aaron Solar on behalf of the school township.
And Assistant Public Defender Nicholas Bukovich on behalf of Ms. Franklin.
Janae. I'm sorry. Ma'am, state your name.
Johnny Franklin.
Yeah, I knew it. But Mr. Bukovich was telling me it was Jane.
Zane, yeah,
Yeah.
it's pronounced like that.
He did that. I didn't.
It is definitely my fault, Your Honor.
All right.
I would request an adjournment. I was trying to reach out to you, Ms. Franklin, but I read the numbers the public defender's office have there's one I called and the person keeps hanging up on me, and two that definitely not belong to you. So you may need to reach out to my office to get us an updated phone number.
Okay, I will.
All right. Just make sure you got the number.
I don't. Could you can someone give it to me real quick?
Yes.
Yes.
So,
all right. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. It's 222 6970.
Okay, yes.
Call them. Call them. Tell them who you are. Give them a good phone number and make sure they have a good email address for you.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you, Ms. Franklin.
I'll adjourn this to the first.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Then recall the case of the People versus Craig Rosecrans.
Morning again, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the People.
And Assistant Public Defender Nick Bukovich on behalf of Mr. Rosencrantz, who should be appearing via Zoom.
Sir,
Craig
state your
Rosecrans.
name. All
Craig
right, good.
Rosecrans.
Now we can hear you.
Report in the Office of the Public Defender. However, one does advise we would wait this.
And the court for its part also does not believe there's conflict either the Michigan court rules or the cases decided thereunder. To the extent a conflict may exist, given the waivers, the court will consent to hear the matters. The court calls the case People versus Carla Bristow.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the People.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexander Hermanowski with and on behalf Carla Bristow. Carla, please unmute yourself in your video and state your name for the record.
Carla Bristow.
Thank you. All right, what are we doing?
Your Honor, this is a case that we've been adjourning for some time in order to work out some potential resolutions outside of criminal resolution. Unfortunately, part of that involves conversations that I be having with some law enforcement. I was scheduled to have that conversation last weekend, but unfortunately things fell through and I was not able to have a conversation, for which I'm deeply apologetic. But I would be requesting another adjournment to see if we can get another one scheduled so I can have that meeting and see if we can ultimately resolve this case. Again, this is something that's on me. Mr. Hermanowski has been quite diligent and it fell through on my end.
Oh, don't do that. Blame Hermanowski. No, I'm kidding. All right. Is there any objection?
Good, how are you?
Really? Was that Barnwell? Anyway, Mr. Hermanowski, there's no objection to the adjournment.
No objection.
All right. What's my name?
July 1st.
Will that be enough time for you, July 1st?
I'm hoping so, Your Honor.
All right. I'll adjourn this matter July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Okay. You guys
Thank you.
have my information, right? I'm in the Hope House.
Yeah, I have that information.
Yeah. Yep. They do. All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Court calls case People versus Brianna Force.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the People.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell on behalf of Miss Force. The unfortunate thing is I'm in a Justice Center, but here I am.
Okay, all right.
I don't think he could.
You broke up there for a moment.
Yeah, I'm in an elevator in the CJC in Detroit, but I should reach my.
Got none of that last part. Mr. Let me. Okay, we lost you there. We don't have your client, Miss Barnwell.
Okay.
Miss Barnwell, why don't I pass the case? We'll call you back up momentarily.
Right, I will call her again.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Sorry about that.
Not a problem. Court calls case, People versus Andrew Newman.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Morning, Your Honor. Brian Fennick appearing on behalf of the defendant, Dr. Andrew Newman, who appears to my right. Will you please state your name for the record? Andrew Newman, Your Honor.
Thank you. As to the arraignment.
Your Honor, having been fully advised of the charges against him and the possible penalties, my client waives a formal reading and stands mute.
Defendant having waived formal reading, standing mute. Court will enter a not guilty plea. And what are we doing on this today?
Your Honor, respectfully, my client is a professor of anthropology. He is has a pre-planned trip to Europe this summer for research for a book that he's writing. We are respectfully requesting permission to travel as a bond condition. But Your Honor, my client, as to bond, my client has numerous ties to the community. He is has resided in Ann Arbor for decades. He retained me immediately after his arrest. He is not a flight risk, Your Honor. He's not a danger to the community. We're respectfully requesting a personal bond.
All right. She alleged BAC in this matter.
0.155, there were no fresh and no priors to the people's knowledge.
And you're just asking for an adjournment of the pretrial?
Your Honor, as to the pretrial, we are asking for an adjournment. However, he does not return to the country until the end of August, or sorry, the end of July, excuse me. So we could be available the 27th or 28th of July, or
so, all right, okay, I got it. But give me my first date in August. I'll adjourn the pretrial on this matter to August 5th, 2026, 9 a.m. Set the defendant's bond in an amount of $15,000 personal recognizance bond. All other standard conditions, including no assault behavior or possession of any weapons or ammunition. There's also to be no use of any alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal drugs. I am going to order that the defendant report to the Department of Community Corrections for placement on a SoberLink testing device through Community Corrections. I will indicate that the defendant may travel. Where he's going to Europe, is that?
Yes, Your Honor, France and Great Britain.
And what are departure and return dates?
July 6th through July 26th.
July 6th, 2026 through July 26th, 2026.
Yeah. And that includes your return dates, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. I'll indicate the defendant may travel to Europe July 6th through July 26th, 2026. All right. Anything further?
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Well, court calls the case of the People versus Kenneth Tucker.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. On behalf of Mr. Kenneth Tucker, Attorney Nicholas North, PH 6482. Mr. Tucker, if you're on Zoom, please unmute and state your full name.
Gotcha.
We do not have him checked in.
Yeah. I don't have any explanation for that, Judge. I gave him all the notices, was texting him, going back and forth. I don't have an explanation for why he's not here.
All right. Bench warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond is set in the amount of $7,500. Give a 10% privilege. That warrant will issue immediately.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
Your Honor, I apologize if I can talk. And my understanding, that was set yesterday for a preliminary exam where the court issued a bench, or the court indicated a bench warrant would issue on June 22nd. I don't know if the court wanted this bench warrant to issue at that same date, or if the court still wanted to issue it immediately, but I want to that other.
Yeah, I'm going to issue this one immediately, only because he had a previous bench warrant on this case and hasn't appeared.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for that. Court does call the case People versus, is it Abdurrahman Banda?
Your Honor, representatives of the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Bonda.
Gotcha.
Banda?
Bench
warrant will issue for defendant's failure to appear. Bond will be set in the amount of $7,500 for 10. That warrant will issue immediately, along with the other three. Court calls the case of the People versus Paris Calloway.
Morning, Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Paris Calloway.
But
Good morning, Your Honor. Paris Calloway.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Calloway, since we've been in court, has had a driver's license restoration hearing. He just takes the written and the driving test. He's asking for an adjournment in early July. Is that correct, Mr. Calloway?
Yes.
Adjourn the matter to, is that too early in July or?
Is that enough time, Mr. Calloway?
Just a little bit in the middle is okay. If I can get like towards the middle, just to make sure I got everything done.
Adjourn the matter July 15th, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good one.
Thank you. My goodness. Court calls case People versus Nicole Coleman.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Coleman, Your Honor, who's making her way to. Please state your name.
Nicole Coleman.
Your Honor, is the court in receipt of a waiver of trial by jury?
I am. Ms. Coleman, you're waiving your right to a trial by jury. All right, you understand that you have an absolute and constitutional right to have the matter tried before a jury?
Yes.
You understand that by doing this, you're giving up that right to be tried before the court without a jury. All right. People also waive the right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Based upon the statement of counsel, defendant court will consent to have the matter tried before it without a jury. Non-jury trial in this matter will be set for
June 24th.
Your Honor, may I approach with the prosecutor very briefly?
non-jury trial in this matter will be set July 29th, 2026, 9 a.m. in person.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. This is another one. Court calls case People versus Shamika Kurtendall.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Kurtendahl.
Ma'am, state your name.
Tamika Curtin. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your Honor, may I have an adjournment in this case?
Turn the matter July 1, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Court calls case People versus Ishmael Davis.
Your Honor, Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Davis. Please state your name.
Ishmael Alexander Davis, sir.
All right.
Your Honor, Mr. Davis has several other matters pending. We're trying to resolve it by global resolution. I've been in contact with the prosecutor.
I don't know if you wanted anything from me on that. That is correct. We are in communications about a global resolution.
So what do you want me to do?
Adjourn, please.
Were you in treatment, sir?
Yes, I was in treatment, then I was sent to outpatient, and now I'm back in outpatient. And I'm almost, well, July 21st, 5th will be 12 months I've been sober.
Congratulations.
Yes, sir.
Just I'll adjourn this to July 15, 2026, 9 a.m.
Thank you.
Court does call the case People versus Martasia Davis.
The people.
And Assistant Public Defendant Nick Markovich, on behalf of Davis, who should be appearing via Zoom.
He's here. She did not check in, but I see her name. Davis. Martasia Davis.
Hi, this is my. Sorry.
State your name.
Martasia Davis.
All right. I have before me a plea form that indicates that the defendant will be pleading guilty to the charge of retail fraud in the second degree, the 1-year offense, which is as charged, and that there is a sentence agreement to HIDA.
That's correct, Your Honor.
That's correct, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, can you raise your right hand to be sworn? Do you solemnly swear or affirm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
State your name again for the record.
Martasia Davis.
Ma'am, you can put your hand down. It is this court's understanding you're going to plead guilty to the charge of retail fraud second degree. That's a misdemeanor punishable by up to 1 year incarceration, a $2,000 fine plus court cost. Fine could be increased to 3 times the value of the property taken. If that's greater than $2,000, that would become the maximum fine. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Still wish to plead guilty?
Yes, Your Honor.
And to that charge, how do you plead?
Guilty.
Do you understand that by pleading guilty, you will not have a trial of any kind?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You had signed or had somebody execute an advice of rights on your behalf. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions regarding any of those rights?
No, Your Honor.
Looking at paragraph 5, those are your rights which are part of a trial. You understand that by pleading guilty, you're giving up those rights as well as all the rights on that form.
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand you're giving up your right to appeal of right.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Has anybody promised you anything other than what's been stated here today to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody threaten you or coerce?
No.
You're doing this voluntarily and of your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also because you believe that you are indeed guilty of this offense?
Yes.
And let me find my complaint. Like that. I think people. Hold on one moment. Where they put it? On the date of January 2nd, 2026, at the location of 2000 Waters Road, Pittsfield Township, Washington County, State of Michigan. What'd you do at the Target store that makes you think that you're guilty?
I shoplifted items from Target while it was open to the public.
Okay. All right, you went into Target, is that correct?
Yeah,
You took some items that they had offered for sale,
yes, Your Honor.
and then you tried to walk out of the store or did walk out of the store without paying for those items?
Yes, Your Honor.
And it's not value. And was the total amount of the items that you took in excess of $200?
The total amount?
Yes.
Like, of how much we took, I would say,
Thank you. Your Honor, we would stipulate to the report it would be a total of $334.
$334. You have any objection to that stipulation, ma'am, or agreement that that's the amount that was taken?
I agree, Your Honor.
All right. Ma'am, I do have to advise you that if you commit misconduct as defined under the Michigan court rules between the time of my acceptance of your plea and the time of sentencing, that you would not be entitled to any sentence evaluation or recommendation, and you would not be entitled to withdraw your plea. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are parties aware of any other promises, threats, or other inducements which have led to this plea?
None from the people?
No, Your Honor.
And have I complied with the court rule?
Yes, Your Honor.
The defense is satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, court will accept the defendant's plea of guilty to this charge. Defendant's referred to probation for a pre-sentence investigation and report. Sentencing in this matter will be July 22nd, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond in this matter will continue. Ma'am, I'll ask you to remain on the line. We're going to put you into a breakout room with my probation department so that we can begin that process.
Okay. Thank
Thank
you, Your
you.
Honor.
Court calls case People versus Grant Garcia.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown, I'm appearing on behalf of Mr. Duche, is it?
Jay, that's right.
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I'm requesting an adjournment of this case.
Your Honor, it's called appropriate.
Yes, why don't we address bonding?
Your Honor, I'm going to be asking that the court raise bond to an amount of $5,000 cash or surety on this case. As the court is aware, the defendant failed to appear back in February for this pre-trial, as well as a felony matter that was set for PCC. In the time,
Mr. Bates.
In the time between then and today, the defendant has picked up 2 new felonies for retail fraud in the first degree. I authorized this just recently. I don't think they've been sworn to, but those have been authorized are coming down the pipeline shortly. Those are, in all candor, both based on priors, not value. So it's not more than 1,000, it's between 200 and 1,000. But because it's prior retail fraud convictions, that makes those into felonies. I have concerns in that he's committing offenses while on bond as well due to his previous failure to appear. That PR bond is no longer appropriate. And so I'm asking for a $5,000 cash or surety, or in the alternative, if the court's not willing to grant that, a GPS tracking tether.
Your Honor, may we have the offense dates for the new charges? I'm trying to make sure that they aren't covered while he was on bond for these cases.
Let me close up. One was February 10th and one was April 22nd, both of this year.
February 10th,
And April 22nd.
he was on bond, and one of them he allegedly would have committed while on bench warrant status in this case.
So would the court consider 2,500, 10%?
No, right. I think it's appropriate that it's a $5,000 bond in this case. I'll adjourn it to my next date of July 1st, 2026, 9 a.m. bond is raised to 5,000. You were requesting cash surety,
Correct, Your Honor.
$5,000 cash surety.
Have to go.
Pending remanded.
Gotta go with the option.
Go with him. Court does call the case, People versus Nathaniel Flanagan.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Mr. Flanagan.
Yes, sir. I'm here. Your Honor.
All right, I need a camera.
Oh, sorry. Here we go. I'm sorry, Your
right.
Honor.
It's all right. State your name.
Nathaniel Flanagan. Nathinel Flanagan. Flanagan.
All right, thank you. All right, what are we doing?
We'd ask the court to set final settlement and jury selection date.
Jury final settlement conference in this matter will be set for August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, August 10th, 2026, 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person. Bond will continue. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court does call the case, People versus Angela Hayes.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Ron Brown appearing on behalf of Ms. Hayes, Honor.
Where is she? Hello,
here.
Miss Hayes. Okay, can you turn on your camera?
It is on, it's not working.
Okay.
We'd ask the court to set final settlement jury selection.
You recognize the voice.
Yes, you.
Jury final settlement conference in this matter will be set August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, August 10th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Thank you.
Court calls case, People versus, is it Jeter Ivachek?
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the
Messed it up.
Yes, Your Honor. An assistant public defender, Nick Buckovich, on behalf of Mr. Ivazov, who is appearing via Zoom.
Ivazov? I think it's actually Peter. I don't think the J is. Okay.
So you should see a little button with a little microphone on it on your screen. If you tap that, you should be able to be unmuted. I do know I spoke to Mr. Ivazov this morning, as well as a friend who is helping him get on the Zoom. So I do know he did log in and get on today, but I do know he might have some issues with the Zoom technology.
You prompted him. See if somebody got past it, see if somebody can call in.
Yes, I understand. Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case, People versus Spencer Rassick.
Morning, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people. I just spoke to my wife on inside vestibules on Graham.
Yeah, but I can't do anything if Mr. Cook left.
Hello.
Oh. Hello. State your name. Okay. Do you have a camera?
I do have camera, but I don't know how to turn on. I ask you for me right here. I don't know. It doesn't know.
You recognize his voice? Okay.
I spoke to him this morning, actually.
All right. What are we doing?
I would be asking for an adjournment to work on obtaining some work toward a possible global resolution with this and this matter at PCC tomorrow.
He's got a PCC also.
Yes, he does.
July 15th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond continued. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too. Court calls the case of the case of People versus Brianna Force.
Morning again, Your Honor. Raymond Cook for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Wendy Barnwell, P42505, on behalf of Miss Brianna Force. She's present on Zoom.
Yes. Ma'am, can you state your name?
Brianna Force.
All right. Okay, what are we doing, Miss Barnwell?
We're moving forward with the case, Judge. So I think it's a pretrial or final pretrial, maybe?
Well, let's see. She had a non-jury trial set for July 20. Oh, that was way back. All right. So you want it set for a final pretrial?
Yes, Judge.
Jury final settlement conference will be set August 7th, 2026, 9 a.m. Jury selection, if necessary, August 10th, 2026 at 8:30. Both of those proceedings are in person.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Judge, for the August 7th, I'm in Lincoln Park. Is there any way to get that?
No, it's the only final settlement conference I have for about a 2-month period.
Oh my God. Oh, sorry, I was looking at July. Good. August 7th is a good day. Sorry.
Okay. All right. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Bond continues.
Thank you.
August. All right. Thank you, Judge.
Court recalls the case People versus Spencer Rassick.
Morning again, Your Honor. Just grabbed him. He was here.
Can a judge tell when lawyers are trying to work around the system? That's the question raised during this tense courtroom exchange. What started as a routine hearing quickly turned into one of the most memorable moments of the day. Defense attorneys informed the court that they were working toward a possible resolution and wanted additional time to finalize an agreement. On the surface, it seemed like a normal request, but the judge wasn't convinced. As the discussion continued, he made it clear that he had seen these situations before and understood exactly what was happening behind the scenes. Then came the moment that changed the tone of the entire hearing. Looking directly at the attorneys, the judge remarked that he could see them trying to work around his usual procedures. The courtroom fell silent as he delivered a warning nobody expected. With a slight smile